Hello, you're welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time of being here, you're welcome. My name is Adenike Jimo, and today I'd like to tell you a story, and I'm really hoping that at the end of the story we'll be able to bring out so many lessons. I'll bring out some for you, and I hope that from the story you bring out more that you can learn from. So there's this story of a shepherd who had 100 sheep. So he took his sheep grazing, and at the end of the day, he found out that one was missing. So what he did was that he safely kept the 99 and went to look for the one. End of story. As simple as that. Yes, that is the end of this beautiful story. But there's so much to learn from this shepherd and from the sheep. Now, this man found out that he had 99 and one was missing. The question is, how did he know that one was missing? And basically, that's what we'll be talking about today. We're talking about counting what you have. Okay? Now, when you say you're counting what you have, it's another way of saying take an inventory of what you have. Now, what should you count? You can count your personal achievements. You can count your finances. You can count even your character. Take an inventory of your character. Take an inventory of, your health status. Okay? So you should count the things you have. You should count the things that you have acquired. Not so that you be pumped up and like, yes, after I've acquired this, yes, I'm this. No, it's not so that you get boastful. Rather, it's so that you actually discover so many things. And that's what I want to share with you today. So what are the benefits of taking an inventory? Number one is that you actually know what you really have. So it will be accuracy over assumption. Sometimes we just assume that this is right, this is what we have, this is the quantity of what we have, or this is our level. Okay? But in actual sense, we may actually be living on falsehood. We may be living on assumption. And many times when you just assume, you'll be disappointed when you really find out what exactly is on ground. So that's a very good reason why you should actually count precisely what you have. Take a good inventory of what you have so that you will be accurate on your figures, so that you will be accurate on the true state of things. Now, another good reason why you should count what you have is that so that you know what has been lost or what has been stolen or what is being wasted. Now, take for instance that shepherd. If he didn't count the 99, if he didn't count the sheep, he would have known that he had 99 and that one was lost. He would never have known. He probably have gone to bed that day and just felt, well, sheep out, sheep in, and we're good. But just the fact that he counted them, he realized that one was not on ground. And it also showed that he knew the number of the sheep even before he set out that day. So please remember that when you count, when you take an inventory, when you take stock, which is another way of saying count what you have, you will know what is lost. Now, let me give you another reason why you should take an inventory, all right? It helps you to know exactly where you are, as opposed where you think you are. And now, the thing is that, you see, when you really know where you are, you can really tell that, yes, this is my level, this is my status, this is the true state of things, basically. And that way you can see that, okay, we need to either make some improvement, we need to recover some things, we need to improve, on some things, something like that. So you should count exactly what it is that you have so that you know who you are. It's better for you to actually know who you are than for someone to really find out who you are. You can fix your character deficits if you are true to yourself. All right, so that's what taking an inventory helps you to do. It helps you to be honest with yourself. It helps you to actually discover yourself. You wouldn't want somebody to discover yourself before you discover yourself. No, you should find out exactly who you are. Discover yourself before you are found out. Now, another good reason why you should count what you have is that it tells you how you're performing. It does. It tells you whether you're doing well. It tells you whether you're not doing well. It tells you whether you have, what it takes to probably even move to your next level. Or it tells you whether you're underperforming, whether you're not utilizing your strengths, whether you are just hyping your weaknesses unnecessarily. Okay? So when you take an inventory of yourself, or you take an inventory of your health status or your finances, it tells you how well you are performing. Let me give you another good reason why you should take an inventory of the things that you have. It gives you control. Yes, you're in charge. All right? And I know that that's what you like to have. At least be in charge. Be in charge of yourself first before you can talk of people being, controlling you or being in charge of you yourself. Being in charge of what you have. It gives you an idea. You just don't leave things to maybe your staff, your colleagues, or maybe people working, under you to just like tell you, okay, this is what's on ground, this one's on ground. No. When you really take an inventory, you're in control of the situation. You can actually plan. You can anticipate, okay, ahead of time. Now, let me give you one last good reason why you need to take an inventory. It helps you to take early decision. Let's take a look back again at that shepherd. If he had not counted the sheep when he did, and if he had not discovered on time that one sheep was lost, he would have actually gone to bed, and probably the time that he would have known that the sheep was lost will be after some wolves or some bear will have eaten up that lost sheep. So you see, because he counted and found out that one was lost, he was able to quickly go out in search of the lost one. So he took an early decision and he was able to save that lost sheep and bring it back to the pen. So taking stock of what you have helps you to take decisions early and also to intervene early. So you should take an inventory of things around you and whatever it is that you feel that it's yours, including your character. But how and when should you take an inventory? You should choose when you want to take an inventory. You can choose to do it periodically, either once a month or twice a year or annually, depending on what inventory you're taking. You can even take it on a daily basis. At the end of the day, you can decide to take stock of how your day went. Find out what you did right, what you didn't do right, what you could have done better, and maybe what you said or something that you should have done, something like that. Or you can actually do it maybe like once a year, like maybe like your health. Okay, you can actually go for a medical check once a year, something like that. Okay, from time to time, you should actually put a time, put it on your calendar. All right, so that I need to check this either once a year or once a month or twice a week or something like that. Again, you can actually take an inventory when you hit rock bottom. Sometimes you never sit down to actually count what is going on around you until you have really hit the low end, honestly. So sometimes we feel, I'm at my lowest ebb, but that would be a good time for it to really count. What have I done? What have I not done? What should I have checked? What shouldn't I have checked? It's a good time to actually take an inventory. And the good time to take an inventory is when everything is rosy. Yes, I know sometimes we just, get so emotional, we're so excited, and we're so high on joy. All right. I won't forget to actually settle down and say, okay, now, let me settle down. What exactly do I have? I mean, think about that shepherd. He probably had been out all day, and for him, just getting back home and putting his sheep in pen was like, yes, finally, the day is good, day is over. But you can imagine if he didn't count his sheep even at the end of the day. Okay? So please count what you have, count your blessings, count your gains, count your losses, count your strength, count your health, count your money. All right? Count your assets. Count whatever it is that you have. Count your character. All right? And you'll be glad to have done that. You will find out what you have. You will find out what you've lost. You will find out how well you're performing. And you find out what areas you need to take certain decisions. I really do hope that you will take time out today and start by counting your blessings. Till we see again, take care.